Hi everyone, it's Coach KK here, and we are a couple days into week 1 of our virtual coaching sessions. You might have done your benchmark workouts and or some of the workouts on your own, and it's time to set some goals. So if you did the benchmark workouts, that's great. You can use those to set your goals. If you decided not to do those, that's fine. You can still set goals. We're going to be making SMART goals, and the SMART format is really just a way to make sure that you're setting appropriate goals for yourself that are going to set you up to be the most successful in eventually achieving them. So the SMART format is an acronym, and those are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. So specific. Weightlifting goals can be pretty specific. You want to be able to lift X amount of weight. And you could also do running goals. Easy to make specific. I want to be able to run this much in this amount of time. You might have aesthetic goals, so how you look. You can judge those based off of inches measurements, body weight. Visually, if you take progress photos, you can use that to make it specific. You want to be able to see a certain shape somewhere, certain tone or definition. You can also make specific goals related to your confidence and how you're feeling by rating yourself on a scale 0 to 10. How am I feeling this week? That leads us to the second part. It's got to be measurable. You need to be able to measure your success. Are you timing yourself regularly to see if you're making that time that you want on your run? Are you steadily increasing your weight so that you reach the goal weight that you would like to? Are you weighing yourself? Are you measuring yourself? Are you taking progress pictures? Those are all important things in measuring for your goal. These next two kind of go together, attainable and relevant. So it's got to be attainable. You're not going to run a marathon in 4 weeks if you've never run before. You're not going to lift 500 pounds if you've never lifted before. And then relevant, you're not going to want to lift 500 pounds if it doesn't have any kind of relevancy in your life. Why do you want to be able to lift 500 pounds? Why do you want to be able to run a marathon? Is it for personal satisfaction? Is it because you want to be able to have your daily life be easier? Is it because you'd like to run that marathon with a family member or for a family member? Do you want to be able to do something with your spouse or your family that you're not currently able to do? And if you increase your cardiorespiratory and your muscular endurance, you'd be able to do that thing. Maybe there's a big hike or backpacking adventure that you'd like to go on. So you gotta sit, take some time, figure out what those reasons are. And then the last piece of this is time-based. So you need to set a specific time that you're trying to achieve this goal by. We are in an 8-week virtual coaching session, so that would be a good time-based thing, is to say at the end of these 8 weeks, I'd like to be able to achieve this goal. Make sure it's realistic for you to get that in 8 weeks. And then at that time period, you've got to stop and say, did I make it? Did I not? Did I overachieve? And then you use that information to be able to set your next goal. So you've got to set some goals for yourself. You can have multiple goals, but they should all fit into the SMART format. You might have a goal every week. You might have a goal every 2 weeks. You might have little goals, big goals. You might have a goal that's not achievable for a whole year, especially if you have a lot of weight you would like to lose, or a lot of distance, or a lot of weight you'd like to be able to lift. It's going to take a while. Still got to set those small goals so you can reach and achieve and use them to set more. So I would like everybody to at least set one SMART goal for this 8-week coaching session. And if you feel comfortable, please share it into the workout comments after you complete this workout in this video. And if it's something you're not comfortable with sharing, that's fine. But you should write it down and have it somewhere to remind you of what your goal is. Other places you can keep your goals in the Anytime Fitness app health feed. You can add your goals so that every time you log in, it will show up there and you'll be able to see it. If you have a journal or a diary, write your goal in there. type up a nice form, or draw it out if you're artistic and stick it to the inside of your bathroom cabinet or the inside of the cupboard that you keep your coffee cups in, that you're going to open every single morning and see and remind yourself of that goal. All right, that's enough talking for now. You've got some goals to set.